right?
Thank God for voodoo, you know what I'm saying?
Thank God.
Because without it,
Hey.
we were still gonna be a slave, and you know what I'm saying? And our ancestors actually came to
Hey,
America to become freer. So
give me
happy
Amos
birthday,
3 and
brother.
1. No, Malachi 3 and 6. This man just said, "Thank God for voodoo, or else we would have still been enslaved."
Yeah.
Simeon, Levi, Judah, down to Benjamin. On the left, you see Seminole Indians, Dominicans, Haitians, American Negroes, all the way down to the West Indies. Now, if I were to ask you, what's your nationality, what would you tell me?
Israelite.
You would say Israelite? How did you come to the knowledge of that? Say it again? For the what?
Now we're the chosen one.
With the chosen, but how did you come to that knowledge? Like how did you learn that? Because a lot of our people don't know that. So that's good that you do know it, but I would like to know, how did you learn that?
Because I feel my mind.
You feel your mind? So
I pray that mind slavery.
all right, so now when you read the Bible, right? Did you get that from reading the Bible?
I don't really read the Bible.
So
I believe in God, though. I believe in energy. But we all one, though. And we all connected.
so when you say the word Israelite, I kind of find it hard to believe that name just popped into your mind one day. That's hard for me to believe, right? But I'm gonna take you on the premise that you telling me the truth and that you just had this knowledge that you was an Israelite. Now, I would have to ask you, with that knowledge of being an Israelite, you must have had the instructions. You must have also got the knowledge of the instructions as what you're supposed to be doing as an Israelite. What are those requirements? What you an Israelite, but what does that mean?
I ain't really that, but you know what I'm saying? But I believe in everything, to be honest. But, you know what I'm saying?
Right, but being an Israelite comes with a requirement. Did you know that?
I just believe in God and good energy, positive manifestation.
Now, when you say God, are you talking about are you talking about the being who created heaven and earth?
I am.
But I'm asking you. I hear you say you believe in God, but a lot of people say they believe in God. But I'm asking you specifically: are you talking about the being who created heaven and earth? Is that the God you're talking about?
Wait, what? Say it again.
The God, you say you believe in God. I'm asking you: are you speaking about the God who created heaven and earth?
Heaven on earth.
Heaven and earth. Are you speaking about that God?
To be honest, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I believe in, I believe in just positive energy and the frequency of love. You know what I'm saying?
All right, but all of these things that you're speaking about, they have to be created somehow.
But I don't really dig deep. You know what I'm saying? I just wake up, just live life, just float by. You know what I'm saying?
But let me ask you a question. Can you really get anywhere in life just waking up and just floating by? You have to put some thought and some work into it, correct?
Right.
If you're trying to reach a destination. So now this is my question to you. In this life, do you want to make it into heaven? Is that one of your goals in life, to make it into heaven?
I'm making it to heaven.
Do you want to make it into heaven?
To be honest, I'm just living.
So you don't care if you make it into heaven or not?
If I make it to heaven or not.
Yeah, do you care or you don't care?
Only God knows, because we ain't perfect.
No, I understand that, but I'm asking you a specific question. Is it your goal to make it into heaven? Do you want to make it into heaven?
Shit, I got plenty goals, to be honest.
But I'm asking you about a specific one.
Like,
Do you want to make it into heaven?
I mean, shit, heaven on earth, heaven on the sky. You know?
All right, so now let me. Okay.
What about you though?
Of course. Now let me show you something, right? Give me Matthew 19:16. Give me Matt. What I think about what you're saying, brother, is that you're trying your best. You're trying your best to search for something outside of what you've been given to look for. Let me break it down a little bit more simpler. In this life, when you really look at it, everybody's requirement is to get a job and to contribute to society. That's what the premise is. You get a job, you contribute to society, whatever that job may be. But what I'm asking you is, of you being an Israelite, you ought to know what your requirements is. Hold on, wait. We're gonna read this. Read that.
The book of Matthew, chapter 19 and verse 16.
Read.
And behold, one came and said unto him,
Right.
Good master, what good thing shall I do, that I may have eternal life?
So this is a young man asking Christ, asking Mashiach Yahawah, who the world even calls Jesus Christ, what is it that he has to do to enter into the kingdom of heaven? Let's see Christ's response. Hold on, read.
And he said unto him, why callest thou me good?
What?
Why callest thou me good?
Read.
There is none good but one, that is God.
Read.
But if thou wilt enter into life, keep the commandments.
Do what?
Keep the commandments.
So, young man, in order for you to make it into the kingdom of heaven, you have to keep the commandments of God.
But hold on, give me a second.
But hold on, did you acknowledge my statement?
Oh yeah.
All right, so now wait. I always want to know if you following along, because people just say, yeah, it's no point in just talking.
To be honest,
What?
I try my best. That's what I'm saying. We ain't perfect.
All right,
listen.
but I'm pretty sure you can understand what I'm saying.
Listen,
Yes or no?
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so how do you make it? Wait. Answer my question first. How do you make it into the kingdom of heaven according to what we just read?
Listen, my brother.
You're not gonna answer my question?
Listen. Just listen. I ain't really saying like it's
That's
like
crazy.
this and that. You know what I'm saying? Like just like you say, we search it. Just like, you know what I'm saying, I've been a Muslim. You know what I'm saying? Like, I be reading the Quran, everything. You know what I'm saying? We searching for whatever they wrote for us, which, you know what I'm saying, they trying to know. But the best way for us to live, you feel me, is through positive frequency, and just know that we all is one. You know what I'm saying? The one that is gonna make it to the kingdom is the one that living in positive frequency, because we got the power to manifest whatever we want to. That's why I call myself I am, which, you know what I'm saying, I'm one with God.
You said you got the power to manifest anything you want to?
Yeah, because, you know,
all right, what I want, all right.
God didn't just put us on this earth to, you know, wake up to it. No, we got the power to do
But
whatever we want to do.
You sure about that?
Huh?
You sure about that? Because I'm about to ask you to do something. And I want to see if you can do it.
I mean, I can't go jump off of the building and turn into Superman, but not.
You read my mind.
Focus.
Because I was going to ask you to jump on top of that building.
I mean, can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
Are your faith strong enough?
To do what?
No, like believe in.
No, you want to know why? Why I say my faith isn't as strong as it should be? Because the apostles was going around healing people. I don't have that level of faith. I wish I did. But I know that I don't, because if I did, if I seen one of our elders walking by and they had scoliosis or something like that, I should be able to touch them and be healed. But I just don't have that level of faith.
Listen, if a fool have the wisdom, if a fool have everything that, you know what I'm saying, that wasn't supposed to allow to them, a fool will destroy the earth. That's why it's a few of us that know what we know.
So all right, so now let me ask you a question. Wait, hold on. I gotta ask you a question. You say you know you're an Israelite, correct?
Listen.
But you say you know you're an Israelite, correct?
Listen.
I'm asking a question.
I'm not really committed, but I just, you know what I'm saying, just do searching, you know what I'm saying? Just like I believe in Quran, I believe in, you know what I'm saying?
You say you believe in the Quran? All right. So now let me break it down to you. Let me break it down to you. You grew up with your parents, yes or no? Huh? Did you grow up with your parents, yes or no?
Yeah.
All right. When you were born in their house, did you have a choice to listen to their rules, yes or no?
If I have a choice?
Did you have a choice?
To be honest.
To listen to their rules?
To be honest, it's like, that's what I'm saying. We're not perfect.
No. But brother, stop going to we're not perfect. Just answer the questions I'm asking you.
But to be honest, I don't really read the Bible. I don't
but the Bible is for you though. Huh? The Bible is your book.
I don't really read it, to be honest.
All right, so let me show you this. Give me Deuteronomy 28 and 15. Because the reason why I ask you that is because you can say you don't believe in something, you can say you don't deal with it, but it still affects your life.
Oh yeah, for sure. But listen though, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, to be honest, I'm just waking up. You know, I just have my faith in God, you know what I'm saying? Live through positive frequency. You know, I don't care if you white, black, you know what I'm saying?
See, that's not what the Bible say though. Read that.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15.
All right, just hear this real quick. Read.
But it shall come to pass,
hold on.
thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses, all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
God said if you, as an Israelite, don't want to listen to his law, statutes, and commandments, that curses are going to come upon you. You sure about that?
I mean, I believe in God, but there's nothing that will happen.
Give me Deuteronomy 29:19. I haven't had to pull this in a while, man. I'm going to show you right now. The brother just said, nah, read that.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 29 and verse 19.
Read.
And it come to pass. when he heareth the words of this curse,
he just heard the words of this curse, read,
that he bless himself.
He do what?
He bless himself.
And say what?
In his heart, saying, I shall have peace.
I shall do what?
I shall have peace.
I just told the brother, if he don't listen to God's commandments, he's going to be under the curses. And he just told me now he's going to be straight. Let's see what's going to happen to somebody who replies like that. Read.
I shall have peace. Though I walk in the imagination of mine heart.
Brother, everything that you're saying out of your mouth right now is in your imagination. It's not realistic according to the Bible. Read.
It to add drunkenness to thirst.
To add what?
Drunkenness to thirst.
So he's already in thirst. He's already in need of this water, right? This knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. But now, when he says that he doesn't have to hearken unto the Bible, now he's become drunk. He's going to stagger. He's going to fall. Any type of snares or traps out there, he's going to be right. He's going to fall right into them. Read.
The Most High will not spare him.
He's not going to do what?
The Most High will not spare him.
Just because you don't believe that the Most High is going to bring down these curses on you, he's not going to spare you for that. Read.
But then the anger of the Most High and his jealousy shall smoke against that man.
Right? The Most High, man, he's not going to sit here and say, oh, you know what? Well, he don't believe, so I'm not going to let it affect him. Whether you believe it or not, brother, it's going to affect you. What's your name, brother? What's your name? Huh? What you say?
Hold on, I got a question right before we get to it.
Okay.
What type of Bible y'all use?
It's the King James Version. Yeah, Bible. Is there something you want us to prove about it? Do you have any type of disbelief about the Bible?
To be honest, it's like, you know, I'm Haitian and shit, you know what I'm saying? So
No. You're not Haitian. You're not. Wait. You're not Haitian. You're not Haitian. You're not Haitian. Because you want to know why I say that? You want to know why I say that? What if the boat that went to Haiti went to Jamaica? Then you would say I'm Jamaican.
Listen.
But what were you before you got on the boat? You were of the tribe of Levi.
Listen, my real Jesus is my ancestor who fought for me. That's why you know what I'm saying?
Who's your ancestor?
You know what I'm saying?
Who's your ancestor?
My tribe, just like you're saying. You know,
The tribe of Levi. But that's what. But it's the tribe of Levi.
But I respect all that, but you know what I'm saying?
Haitians don't really exist, man. Haitians is an illusion.
I mean,
right?
You could think
it's a philosophy that was put upon the tribe of Levi.
I'm Haitian.
That's what Haitian is, man.
And
it's a philosophy that was put on the tribe of Levi. Imagination, right?
Thank God for voodoo, you know what I'm saying?
Thank God.
Because without it, we were still going to be a slave, and you know what I'm saying? And our ancestors actually came to America to become freer. So
give me Amos 3:1. No, Malachi 3:6. This man just said, thank God for voodoo, or else we would have still been enslaved.
Yeah, because you know what I'm saying? Look what the Haitian did. You feel me? We went all over across
the world. Can you want me to show you how the Haitian man was able to beat the French? Let me show you how that happened. Read.
The book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 6.
Read.
For I am the Most High, I change not.
Read.
Therefore, ye sons of Jacob are not consumed.
That's why the Haitian man was able to revolt, man, and get the white man up out of Haiti. The Most High God allowed it, just like he allowed the so-called white man to bring them there in the first place, man. Our people think that they have a choice in this matter. Let me get Proverbs 16:6. Give me Proverbs 16:6.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 16 and verse 6.
Read.
By mercy.
By what?
By mercy.
Mercy, read.
And truth.
Read.
Iniquity is purged.
The iniquity is what?
Is purged.
So if we really want to truly purge our iniquity, we got to do it by the mercy and the truth of the Most High God. Now the mercy, let's take this into consideration. This is what mercy would look like. Give me Ecclesiastes 8:11, right? This is what mercy will look like. But let's see how we take the Most High's mercy. Read.
The book of Ecclesiastes chapter 8 and verse 11.
Read.
Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily.
That's mercy. The Most High is giving you time to get yourself right. You commit something, the Most High doesn't sentence you to death right then and there, man. He don't send that punishment right then and there. But how do we look at it? Read.
Therefore, the heart of sons of men is fully set in them to do evil.
Right, so now, because the Most High gives us that mercy, we don't look at it as an opportunity to examine the truth, to live by the truth. What's the truth? Psalms 119, verse 142. Because it says, by mercy and truth, iniquity is purged. The Most High is giving us this time to get right. That's the mercy. That's the grace. But then what is the truth part? Read.
The book of Psalms, chapter 119, verse 142.
Read.
Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness.
Read.
And thy law is the truth.
And thy law is the truth. So when the Most High give you that mercy, you should be looking towards the law to see what it is that you need to do, man. This is the guidebook to the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American man, and to all Israelites spread throughout the four corners of the earth. You don't have a choice. You don't have a choice. We didn't have a choice when the white man was beating our backs in. We didn't have a choice to pick that cotton. But our people feel like they can treat the Most High. They think the white man could put them through more severe punishment than God. God used the white man to put you through that punishment. So imagine what punishment he could put you through, man. Nobody knows how that judgment goes when you die. Nobody knows what the Most High got up there for you, man. You don't know what type of judgment you could receive when you pass away. A lot of us think that we walking in